Hello guys, welcome to javaisawesome, and in this video we can talk about how to create a Spring Boot project, what is the prerequisite of it, what are the softwares are required for that, and what are the way to create a Spring Boot project. Okay, each and everything we are going to discuss about creating a Spring Boot project. Okay, so let's start now. So first of all, while creating a Spring Boot project, make sure in your system you have already installed JDK. If you install JDK in your system, then only you can start creating an application of a Spring Boot. Otherwise, you can't create it. Okay. After that, once you install one JDK 17, if you want to work with the Spring Boot 3.2.5, it means after 3 point something version of a Spring Boot, you can't use any lower version of Java 17. Okay. So definitely you have to take the JDK 17, then only you can work with the Spring Boot 3.x.x. Okay, and then after you have to take the help of any ID, which is maybe the Eclipse, STS, VS Code, or IntelliJ IDEA. Any software is good. You can take STS. I suggest STS because I am going to use in this project STS itself. Okay, also VS Code if you have, it's fine, but little bit if you face maybe some problems. IntelliJ IDEA in the community version, you can't create any project with the Spring Boot, but once you create, you can import it here. It will work. Okay, let's move to the second part. How many way we can create a Spring Boot application? So we have a two way, a Spring Boot Initializr or with ID. ID itself means Eclipse or STS, whatever you have itself you can do it, but you have to add one plugin, which is STS plugin. Okay, then you are capable to create it. Let's move to the slide. So creating a new Spring Boot project is a straightforward, it's very easy, but one more things you have to be understand, like without internet you can't create the Spring Boot project. Okay, even you are creating with the help of ID, you need internet connection in your system. If you don't have internet connections, then you can't download the jar, you can't able to run your project also. Okay, because when you create a Spring Boot project, you are going to select some jars, okay, or some dependency. Those dependency dynamically it will download while creating your applications. Okay, so that time make sure is your system have connected with the internet, and if you have an internet, then only those jar will be downloaded and you are able to run your project. Okay, let's see, a Spring Boot provides a convenient way to bootstrap a new project with the minimum configurations and making it easy to get started with the Java based web application. Here is the step to guide you how to create a Spring Boot project. Okay, let's move to the second slide. Prerequisite, I already explained you, like you need JDK, and if you are working with JDK 17, then you have to take the help of the Spring Boot 3.x. If you are using lower version of a Spring Boot 3. Then you can go with the JDK 8 or 11, that is good. But make sure with the working with a Spring Boot, you have to be at least JDK 8 or higher version only. An integrated development environment ID like IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse, VS Code, those you can use while creating an object. Okay. Option 1, using a Spring Boot Initializr. So from that website also you can create your Spring Boot applications. That is also possible. You can go to that website and you can choose the project, language, Spring Boot version, group artifact, or dependency. Okay, so project means you can give, like you want to select project Maven or Gradle. Choose Maven if you are unsure, like which one we have to take. Language, if you want to use Java, you can use the Java, or if you are doing work with Kotlin, you can select Kotlin also, or maybe other language you can prefer also. A Spring Boot version. A Spring Boot version, at least a stable version is recommended. Maybe right now the stable version is 3 point something, so you have to use those only. Group artifact means project name or package. Okay, so these from the project package structures, those it will do. Dependency means you want to web dependency, JPA dependency, security dependency. Those are the jar you have to download it while creating a project based on your project requirements. Once you have selected your project option and dependency, click the generate button to download and project to the zip file. So through that you can completely create your project and you can start working on it. So this is the one way. So let me click on this. start.spring.io. so if you want to see those things also, you can go and you can see. Okay, but I will explain you also. Okay, for example, you have a Spring Boot. Okay, so this is the Spring Initializr. If you search Spring Initializr, you can see those website start.spring.io. Okay, make sure your system is connected with the internet, otherwise you can't create it. Okay, so this is the http://start.spring.io and the name called Spring Initializr. Once you click on that, it will go to the official website. Here you can see, here you have to select the project. So if you want to go with the Groovy, select the Gradle Groovy. If you want to go with the Gradle or Kotlin, you can select this one. But right now I'm going to create the Maven project. Maven is one of the build tools, so I will select Maven. I have to work with the Java, then I will select Java, otherwise Kotlin or Groovy you can select. Okay, a Spring Boot version, the recommended version they are showing 3.2.5. it's a stable version, you can select this one only. Here if you go below, it will show you project metadata. So group means you have to give something like any package name. So com.app I prefer to give an application name. Whatever the application name, you have to give demo or a Spring Boot first project, a Spring Boot first project, or you can write in the same line, a Spring Boot first project. So this is the name of the project and this is the descriptions, and description you can write anything, whatever the project you have created. And this is the file package com.app.spring boot first project. And after packaging we have to create a jar file. It means you are going to put here only jar, not var. If you want to generate var file, you can create it var file also, but you can select the jar file also. Java 17 we are going to use in this project. We are not going to use 21 or 22. Okay, because Java 17 is suitable for 3.2.5 Spring Boot version. Here is the dependency section. Dependency means what you want. Okay, so for example, I want one Spring Web, so I will add the Spring Web. Any other dependency if you want, Spring Dev Tools, Spring Dev Tools, Developer Tools, it automatically run your project or whatever the changes you have done, it will reflect automatically. Don't want to rerun your project. So this is the two dependency I have added. And then after finally, once you selected everything, you can click on generate. It will generate one zip file and it will give you the project. Okay, here your project is ready. Okay, what you have to do is you have to open your any ID, whatever the ID you have. So for example, I have STS, so I can take the help of STS and I will see my project. So let me open the STS, and in my system I have already installed JDK, or I have STS also. Here I am going to write DSA batch, not DSA, it's a Spring Boot batch, Spring Boot 2024 2401. Okay, so this is our directory where all our project will store. Okay, so that is the workspace which I have given. So once it is a start, we can start importing our project of the Spring Boot. Okay, as of now, let's go and see. So this is the steps we have already done, and now we can import those projects in our Eclipse. Okay, but as of now Eclipse is not started. Okay, now it's started, it's very fast now. Okay, once you open the STS, you can see here import project. Okay, import project. So what you have to do is, first whatever the project you have created, you have to convert it. Okay, so go to this package, otherwise go to download, or here you can do the extract all, Once you do it, it will extract your project. Okay, once it is extract, you can see here one extracted folder. Okay, those your project. And then after we can go to the STS, or from STS we can click on import project. If you are not able to see, you can click on file, and from file you can see the import option. From the import you can see like general, git, gradle, install, but our project is Maven project, so we can select Maven project, and we can select existing Maven project. We have existing Maven project, so you can click on that. You can do the browse. After browsing you can go to the downloads, and here you can see the Spring Boot project, and select this folder and open it or finish it. So that time it will import all your jars. Okay, it will import and download all your jars which is required for this project. So if you see this project structure as of now, it's not looking good because it's importing the Maven project. So if you see here, it will take some time to import all those Maven dependency, and then your project will look good. Okay, wait for some times. Now you can see the structure automatically is changing it. Okay, 99% imported. If I open it, you can see these folders: src main java com.f spring boot, my first project, and finally your project is imported properly here. Still downloading some jars which is required, which we have added here. Okay, let's see here. So we have selected Java 17, so automatically it's picked the Java 17. And in the pom.xml, okay, let me explain from the src main java. So if you see the src main java, you can see one default classes, a spring boot first project.java. Are you able to see? If I open this class, you can see inside this class having one main methods. Okay, and this is the main methods. From that only your application will getting started or running. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write inside this one sout for testing, and in sout section I will write hello spring boot. Okay, and I will try to run this project. It's running or not properly. So right click on that. Once you right click on that, you can see here one option called run as. Once you click on run as, you can see one option spring boot app. Once you click on the spring boot app, your application will be started. So if I show you the console, you can see hello spring boot, our output is printed here, and this spring boot application is running on port number. It's automatically taken the embedded server Tomcat, and it's running on 808 port numbers. Okay, I hope you understood like how we can create the project in the Spring Initializr and how we can import it here, and how we can run it as of now. Okay, let's move to the second slide. And you understood like how to create a project in one way. This is the second way, option 2, using the ID, STS or Eclipse. Open your ID and create a new Maven or Gradle project. Select a Spring Initializr or a Spring Boot as a project type. Select the necessary project setting and dependency similar to the Spring Initializr website. Hello world program in the Spring Boot, so create a Spring Boot project and print the hello world on the console and try to know the project structure. So before going to do anything, I am going to tell you how you can create a project directly from your this ID. Okay, sometimes if you are using some ID called VS Code, then you have to add some extra dependency to create a project. If you are using Eclipse or might be STS and you are not able to see this option, file, new, and a Spring Boot starter project. A Spring Boot starter project. If you are not able to see this option, then what you have to do is you have to go to the help. Inside the help, you have to go to the Eclipse Marketplace. Inside the Eclipse Marketplace, you have to install one plugin, STS. Okay, So inside the Eclipse, if you are using the STS, then I think you not face any issue, you directly use it. But if you are using the Eclipse, then top of the Eclipse you have to download one plugin which is STS, and with the help of the STS you can start working with the Spring Boot project. Okay, you can go here and you can just search STS. Okay, and once you search here STS, search it, you can get some plugins. So this is once you installed, you can able to see after that, and after that you have to restart your system. Okay, then after you can see new Spring Starter project. Once you click on that Spring Starter project, here you can give the project name. So now I'm giving the project name is demo1, and this is the URL where it will create. I have to select Maven type of the project, jar is fine, language is Java, Java 17 version, com.example is fine, demo is fine, artifact is project name, version is fine. Okay, version you can give something else also, 1.0 or 0.1, demo project for Spring Boot, and this is the default package name I have given it. And go to the next. Here you have to select some dependency. So I will select dependency is web or DevTools, Spring Boot DevTools, and here we are using the 3.2.5 version. And once you click the next and finish it, again it will started creating the project of the Spring Boot with the name called demo1. Okay, so once it is created, you can see here your project is created, and whatever the dependency you have added in that inside this project, which is two dependency we have added. One is what? A Spring Web, Starter Web, and other one is DevTools. So those dependency you can see inside the pom.xml. Pom.xml is one of the XML file which is going to manage your entire dependency data, or whatever the dependency you require. Okay, and after that, in the same way, I'm going to open the main class, and inside the main class I'm going to print hello world, hello world. After that, you can right click on your project. In the same way, go to run as and see the option called Spring Boot app. Once you clicked on that, your Spring Boot project will started running, and then after you can see here like it's running on which port number, and it will print your output finally. So hello world it's printing, and Tomcat started port number 8080 also, so it's working fine. Okay, let me stop this project. So once you click on that, it will stop your project. Okay, so as of now, I hope you understood how to create a project with the Spring Initializr, which is website, and also how to create with the STS or Eclipse also. Okay, later I will explain how to create with the VS Code or IntelliJ IDEA, but now it's not required. It's just for the learning purpose. You can start. And one more thing, lots of the people are asking questions like in the company they are using the IntelliJ. So can I use the IntelliJ or STS? Even it's a IntelliJ or STS, there is no difference between them. Only little bit difference is there. So if you are comfortable with the STS, you can do work on the IntelliJ also. There is no issue. Okay. Let's go and understand the next slide. So try to know and use of some annotations and try to know the project structures. So project structure is very important things. Okay, as of now. So I'm going to close this all files, and I'm going to explain you one by one. So this is our project structures. Okay, so in this project structure, if you see, this is our project name demo1, and it's a Spring Boot, so it's showing boot, and we are using the DevOps tools, DevTools, which is automatically refresh your code if you do any changes. So that is called DevTools. This is the src main Java. So inside the src main Java, we are writing only and only Java code, which is maybe the service, controller, or some of the Java code which is required. Okay, if you go inside the src main resources, we are writing some configurations, some templates, or maybe some extra HTML file if it is required. We are writing inside this src test Java. We are writing the test case inside this. Okay, for our actual code. Okay, this is the Java library, which is we are using the Java 17, so it will show here. This is the Maven dependency, so whatever the Maven dependency jar we have downloaded for this project, it will show here. We have downloaded the Jackson, ByteBody, ASM. You have not downloaded, but internally it's downloaded. A Spring Web MVC, a Spring Web, a Spring Test. So whatever the required dependency we want, it will download and it will store inside this section. Okay, this is the same thing, src main and test. Target, once you build your project, it will generate one jar file or val file. Those file will store inside the target. This is the help file. This is the Maven file. Those are not required for us. This is the also Maven file, not required for us. And this is very important files, which I am going to show you. And this file is called dependency management XML configurations file. Okay, here if you see, the main tag is project. It's supporting the UTF-8 encoding. So main tag is project, and if you go down, the main tag is project itself. This is the build tag, build. Inside the build we have a plugin, and the plugin is nothing but Maven plugin we are using here. So through the Maven only you can build our project. The external dependency we have used this two dependency, wave or DevTools, okay, or test. Test automatically added. Test I have not added it, but it's automatically added. This test and DevTools and a Spring Boot starter wave we have added this two. Okay, we are using the Java 17 we have selected. Java 17, and this is the description of project. This is the project name, this is the version of project, this is the artifact name, which is project name, and this is the group ID, which we have given as a package name, and this is the parent tag, which is also very important. So this is your parent project name also. If you want to use this project somewhere, then you have to take the help of this parent. Okay, model version we are using the 4.0.0, and this is the some project descriptions or Maven plugins UI. Okay, so this is the entire project structure I show you. If you see inside this, so src main Java having our package name. Inside the package you have already see, this is the one main class. Inside the main class I will explain it, what are the things are available. But one things you have to remember it, your application will start from here only. Okay, like Java, in Java we have a main class, main method. In that the main method we are starting our application. In the same way in the Spring Boot also we are starting our application from here only. In the resources if you go, you can see some statics file, template files, and application.properties file. This is very important files. Here we are configuring our application details, maybe the port number, database configurations, or application name, those things. In src test, if you see, there is one more class we have. This is simple basic test case class they have written. Okay, and this is the jar, and this is the final things. We don't want to worry about it. So after that, whatever the codes we are going to write, we can write inside the com.example.demo, which is available in src main Java. So this is the developer section. These things and these things we are going to maintain it. Also sometimes if you write the configuration, then you have to take the help of this one also, src test Java also. Okay, so I hope you understood like what is the project structure and how many way we can create the project. In next video we can learn about more details about it. Okay, thank you so much.